what's your favorite memory from your childhood, and why does it stand out for you?
Childhood, I've got a recent memory that I've had, which is like from 2 years ago. That's like my favorite memory ever.
Oh, go on then.
It was when I went on holiday 2 years ago with my parents and Charlie and Emily and a couple of their friends. And it was in a little Caribbean island called Bequia, which is just off of St. Vincent, sort of near Barbados way. And it was really cool because we were there for like 2 weeks. And there was like one day, I think it was like the last week, there was this really cool hiking trail that you can take up to the top of this, up to the top of Bequia, where you can kind of see the whole of Bequia. And my stepdad had done that climb with his friends, and they were like, "You got to go do it." So me, Charlie, Emily, and my mum were like, "Let's do it tomorrow. We'll get up early. We'll make sure we get up to the top." Because it was like quite a few hours to get up there. We'll get up there before like the peak of the sun because it was so fucking hot. And then we'll go see the view, come back down, and enjoy the rest of the day. And there's no signal in Bequia because it's a tiny island, so it's like going back like 30 years. It's a beautiful island, and it's small. You can probably drive around it in like 2, maybe 3 hours. And my stepdad drew me with like a pencil on a blank sheet of paper like where to go, and it was like this like draw map, and I was like, this makes no sense, but okay. So me, Charlie, Emily, my mum, we all sort of were following this like hand drawn map, get to like this sort of, I suppose the first obstacle was like, you follow this trail and then there's no more trail, then you sort of have to hike through the bush essentially.
That's amazing.
And there's like, in my mind I'm like, there could be like tarantulas, snakes, tropical island. Like, so in my mind I'm like, our hospital's quite a long way away. We don't have access to a car. I've got no phone signal because it's in Bequia. Like, it's a bit of a risk. And like for ages we're trying to find our way sort of to the trail. My mum's like, maybe we should just leave this and go back. Like, and Charlie's like, yeah, I don't want to get bitten by a snake, fuck this. And Emily's like, maybe we should just try up here, go up this way. So it ended up sort of sticking to that, and then we followed like a riverbed sort of all the way up to the, like, it was like a dried out river all the way sort of following the top, and then there was a bit more of a clearer trail. And then we get to the top and it's like the most amazing view. And before climbing that, I wrote a letter to myself that I wanted to burn at the top of that view, and that letter was to myself of something personal that I've accomplished. And I burned the letter, and I felt sort of like really good about it. And then we went all the way back down, which was like another sort of like 2-hour walk. And then we stopped by this little cafe, and it was so hot. And we had like a coffee. My mum was like, let's all go for a swim. And me, Charlie, Emily, and my mum, we all went for a swim, and like we were all just in hysterical laughter, just like swimming. And I couldn't stop laughing because I felt like at that point I'd reached the pinnacle of success. And since that day, I've realised that is everything that I strive to do more of, is just to spend more time in those moments. And that is like a fundamental memory that I will always look at to go, that's what life means, really, when you have the opportunity to go and be in a place where you're able to have like just an unlimited amount of freedom and enjoy a space and just laugh, like never laugh like that. And it was weird. I kind of felt like I took on the embodiment of like a fucking sea creature. Like I just felt very connected to everything, and it just felt very sort of in sync, and just very, just one of those kind of moments where I was like, I can't ever forget that, because that's so important. That's so fundamentally like important. Like fuck everything else, that's it.
No, that's beautiful.
Yeah, man. So if I think about the most part, like, and obviously there's childhood memories, but that's one where I just haven't stopped able to think about really for as a good memory for like the last like 2 years since it happened.
It just tells you what's really important, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Just your family and
yeah, and it was kind of like what it symbolized. It was kind of like this tough kind of journey in the beginning, trying to get to a top. Like it kind of symbolized a lot for me, kind of not giving up and getting to that end result, and like getting to that end result where it was like, oh man, I felt like I achieved something today, and it just felt like one of those days that just time stopped.